Hey everybody, it's Maggie Mulhern from Modern Salon TV. I am here with Martin Parsons. My day is totally made. We're doing the best photo shoot. We have two great models, but even better, I have Martin Parsons by my side. Martin, we've been on set and you do such amazing work. Everyone knows that. But let's talk about the tools and the tricks that you use, that the model participates in a shoot with you. So fill us in.
Hi everybody. It's very simple. I know everybody likes fancy brushes and fancy combs. For me, because I teach, I use a very simple cutting comb, small teeth, and a very simple tail comb. I've used these implements all my life, and I love all those fancy trick brushes and combs and stuff, but I just keep to the basics, so you don't really need a lot of things. I use an elongated brush like this, and it's nylon and bristle. And the reason why I like this brush is when you turn it to the back, do you see how you can just barely see the bristle? Just barely see it. That's a perfect styling brush. If your spokes stick out too far, it's a little bit more clumsy. It goes too deep into the hair. And when I smooth the hair, it's with the back of the brush like this. And the trick of smoothing hair is never press against the hair like that. Only paint the surface, your first coat, nice and light.
Okay, what brush is that? Everybody's going to ask me. So
Not available.
Not available?
Not available.
All right, great. So at least he gave you the tips on what to look for.
Yeah.
And then the same thing with the combs?
They're sort of nondescript. These are Crest. We love Crest.
Well, all right, but let's talk about the bobby pins, because the bobby pins you can get, and these, so let's chat about these.
And it's a little bit about organization, too, when you're doing your work. You notice I have two bins of pins, long ones, but the heads are all lined up going the same way. It's very important. Preparation to do an updo is half the battle. And then the small bobby pins, they're all lined up crossways like this. Okay? Okay, this package looks a little neater.
And I know you make these available. Where does one go?
MartinParsons.com. You can get a variety of pins from us.
And are they textured at all, or are there a lot of...
We have what's called a non-slip bobby pin that has a slight texture to it. It holds the hair so magnificently without teasing or spraying or doing much to it. Very, very simple. The process of a bobby pin, though, if you've never done an updo, is you can squeeze a piece of hair just like that, and if you put one bobby pin in, this places the hair. If you cross it with a second bobby pin, just like that, like an X, that locks the hair in place. So every time you use a bobby pin, it's always in twos. One to put it where you want it, and a second one to hold it there.
Okay, and this is all, he has tons of amazing videos that you can get on martinparsons.com, and obviously we're going to be showing this. Go ahead, you're going to say something else? Right, and then the spray, again, something else not available, but what does one look for in a spray?
You know, when you're looking for sprays, you want to hold a spray in the air and spray it like this. And the mist, see how that mist lifts? If the mist lifts, it's a perfect spray for building a style. If you spray it and it drops, it's too heavy, and that's why you get wet lines and mark lines in the hair. What's the most important thing about a spray, and don't just buy a spray, go from booth to booth to booth and try it and see if you like the fragrance. But when we apply spray, it's just in jets. Never this. That's in the past kind of thing.
So when people are on stage and they're doing this big thing, that's just show.
That's for show, yeah, for sure. Because I sing songs with my hairspray. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, anything else we have to see? Because I have one other question. I know you're needed back on set.
It's important that when you're spraying the hair, that you see what direction it's going, and you aim your spray exactly on that same angle, and shoot jets of spray across the head, not into the hair. It'll make your work so much easier. Before you clean it up after that, count to 5. So you spray, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then touch the hair. It's like magic.
Okay, stronghold, working spray, what is the best?
Well, I build spray. I like to build, this is a working spray, a building spray, but because I work in a layering technique, usually by the time I'm done, it doesn't need a final spray. But it's always good to have that on hand if you're a little bit nervous about the hair slipping or moving around. And don't forget to give each client a package of pins to take with them. Show them how to put them in so that if their hair starts to drop that night, they don't panic, they fix it.
Okay, last question. You do, when you're teasing hair to create a base, you do 12 strokes. Why?
Consistency. If every section of hair you take, you tease it with the same number of strokes, everything comes out uniform. If you do a little here, do a little there, it's lumpy and it's hard to style it. So it's a technique. And when we want height, we don't tease up the hair shaft. We put the bobby pin at a certain height. When you fold it over, that's what makes your shapes. So if you put a bobby pin in at 3 and then tucked it in, it's tight. If you put the bobby pin at 5, it's fuller. If you put the bobby pin at 7, that's the biggest shape that you can get. It's a real art, but really easy to learn.
Yeah, well, Martin Parsons is a math elite, and we're learning that today. There's a lot of numbers being thrown around. We are doing such beautiful things. We have 2 models. This is coming out in the spring. It's all updos for red carpet and award show. You are the best. I just love having you here, and thank you so much.
I wonder if I could just mention to everybody too, Modern Salon Magazine has been around way before I was a kid, and I come from a small town, so the hairdresser in town, because he knew my mom real well, he would give me the old copies of the hairdressing magazines. And Modern, I lived my whole youth dreaming about Modern Salon and how big the world of beauty was. And you know what? When I look at it now and I see all the multimedia, I see the enthusiasm and the people that are involved with it, it's such a winner. And it's something that you should read every month. And when you read it, don't just put it away. Tear out stuff that catches your eye. Circle things about color. And start building a portfolio of your own information. And that's how you become original.
Well, I love that. Well, thank you. I wasn't expecting that. And thank you. And guess what you're going to be tearing out? You're going to be tearing out the images that Martin is doing today. Again, thank you so much, Martin. And can't wait to see what the rest of the day holds. Okay, bye.